Oh, selamat petang semua. Wah, another Saturday, guys. All is back. Sehat walafiat semua. Before I go in, I think I need to bring someone behind here. He's been eating Subway kat belakang tu. Oi,
Sudah
apa
makan lah,
khabar?
sudah makan.
Tak nak bakar Aduh, miss
Hello
tekak.
guys, how are you
Okay,
all? Happy Saturday everybody. Match day today, let's go.
match day ke? Pasti ke ni match day?
Yalah bro, Leicester lah. We got this. To all MU fans out there, we got this today.
Oh, right. But before that, let's just welcome everybody in. Guys, those in, don't forget to do your favor. Click the like, subscribe, and share button on all the sites Facebook, Insta, Twitter, YouTube, just name it. Just go on there and do what you need to do. Okay, let's just jump in straight and bring in the guys at the back. Kak Bang Din, apa khabar?
Kabar baik. Thank you so much for having me.
Good to have you too also. How
Hello,
is things?
Mr. Ding, how are you?
Good bro, how are you?
Okay lah, can survive lah.
Right,
now.
that's good lah.
Right.
Good.
Oh, we got someone at the back too. The siblings, Mr. Kabi.
The ever famous Ilya Dambi brothers.
Hello everyone. Good to be back.
Anyway, good to have you,
Good
boy.
to be back. Good. Lastly, let's bring the bullet into the picture.
What's up,
What's up,
guys? GGMU.
GGMU, Mr. Bollywood hero, how are you?
Very good. How are you, brothers?
Alright, we are doing good. Ming,
Okay, let's get with the show.
so how's the feeling? How's the feeling right now? International week finish, semua dah balik. Shock bola dah balik sekarang. All
You
excited
forget something, my brother. You forgot something. Our sponsors.
Yeah, I know, that's why I'm telling. Before we forget about that, let's do a quick shout out to our sponsors. Okay,
Yes.
guys, all out there, just want to thank Footsie app for sponsoring us for this year, and Footsie will be covering all our shows, which is Pop Talk, Footy Talk, Devil's Den, Shades of Late, RHI. Just very simple. Just go and download their app. It covers all your football needs, whichever that you guys want. Just do it there. Alright. Okay, since we are back here, let's just get buzzed here. How's the feeling like? Buzzed up for the game today?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Since I'm the youngest here, you need to talk a bit louder. Lah.
Really? You're the youngest here? I don't think so.
Youngest from the oldest.
Don't judge a book by its head. Lah. Okay, anyway, thanks for having me today. I'm really pumped up. Really looking forward to this match. Because not for anything, but to show to United fans lah. Enough with your Ole out lah. Okay, just get on with supporting United.
Panas tu.
Memang panas. Enough of this plastic fans.
Panas. Okay, before we go to Ole out, I guess the Ole out reason all happened because he got hyped up, amplified, double fight, master fight, especially after the last game against Everton. So I'm going to jump in. You started it off. So, how was the game?
If you ask me, the game was fantastic, especially the first half. Everybody was questioning Ole's strategy of not starting Cristiano. Of course. But then, and at the same time, questioning why Martial was playing. And voila, he scored. I was actually celebrating as though we won the league. Seriously, I jumped out of the chair. I think you guys know.
I mentioned Martial scored, the way you celebrated and all that. You can see one guy's face is changing,
I don't know. I wonder who it is. Okay, so seriously, I was
The
celebrating
president
because
of the Martial Club.
Or rather, anti-Martial
so
club.
and yeah, so I tell you, first half I think all of us were very happy with the result. So I think everybody would have felt.
I mean, yeah.
And then,
first half,
and then,
okay.
And
First half,
then-
we gave Buzzard the first half. Let's hear from Kabi. What happened in the second half?
So, that was 2 weeks ago.
Fred came in, that's what happened.
No, I think the second half, we started off well actually, and then Everton definitely, they came back into the match. And I think conceding a goal towards the end of the game only means one thing: lack of concentration. That was clearly evident, and I think we had good chances in the second half to put the game to rest, but I think we did not take our chances. So the lack of concentration, that is something that we don't want. I'm glad we know that is there, and the team has to back up moving forward.
Okay, sweet and simple, you habiskan,
And maybe it's also a deja vu. I remember last season they also scored in the last minute, right? And we drew the match 3-all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Everton we have to be a bit more. I think we never learned from the past, lah.
Oh, never learn from the past. Bang Din, what about you, Bang Din?
I think Vinod, I think you,
So
me, and
can I tell
Gilbert.
what Bangdin will tell or not? Bangdin will be like, the fact that Martial scored shows how bad United was that day.
So this is the fella lah.
You you
Yeah.
you took the words out of my mouth in perfect arrangement. You couldn't. You just
I,
summarized my whole point. But again. I mean, on a neutral point of view, it's good. Martial Scott. It's good for him. Hopefully, he can build something on his confidence level. Getting a goal at Old Trafford. Replacing a so-called star player, Ronaldo. But to be honest, United on the first half and second half was a total different book altogether. The first half they were like not, I won't say dominated the game, but they're creating chances, and there was a intention to actually get a goal. And then second half, what disappointed me was bringing in Ronaldo, but removing Edison Cavani. You see, when you are playing at home, a team like Everton, one goal is never enough. One goal is never enough. You always should have the second goal, and then you can sit down and think about defending. But bring out taking out Edison Cavani and getting in Ronaldo was a very, very negative move by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And I think that really backfired because Cavani was actually working his socks off in the game, especially Villarreal game and also this game. So I think that was the character we needed, which I think we missed. So for me, that the substitution was actually spot on bet against Everton, and I think that cost us the game. And also, thank God, guys, Yeri Mina's goal was offside. Just thank God for that.
Thank God for the offside goal. Whoa.
Oh yeah.
But guess maybe I'm just going to throw off. Who do you guys think performed well and who performed bad in that game? Who want to go first?
as a host, I'll go first lah. I'll tell
Okay.
you that game, the guy who assisted Dukure to assist that who scored, Dukure scored, right? Sorry,
No,
who scored
Townsend
the goal
scored.
against Townsend? So
Townsend.
Fred assisted Dukure. It's like, okay, take the ball and go from me. Hey, just take the ball. Fred didn't even do a simple foul lah. Okay, just take a damn yellow card on that tackle, probably kick Dukure's leg or whatever lah. He could have done that, but the fella didn't do. Him being himself, he just put his body there, and Dukure is twice the size of Fred. Just got the ball so easily from him, and the fella took all the way to the front, assisted Townsend, and Townsend scored. And that idiot did a CR7 a celebration, which wasn't perfect. But at the end, he's saying, oh, he's paying tribute to the legend, which is nonsense, absolute bullshit. But the thing is, I want to say, okay, the game was decent. Martial scored. Everyone were doing their part, except for Fred. He is class A shit throughout. I'm sorry, I'm just so angry with Fred because the number of goals he has let us, I mean, he has let out. The number of goals that he has let out is massive because of his mistake. So for me,
Okay.
I feel like Fred was all in all terrible in that game.
Oh, Fred put up terrible in the game. But I'm just going to throw in a very sensitive question here. Was it Fred was terrible in the game, or was it Ole was terrible in the game with
Ole.
his decision making?
Ole.
No,
Ole.
it's
No, it's
okay.
Ole. You see, I'm a
If it's
Ole
Ole,
guy.
what could have he done better in the game then?
You got to start your best 11. You got to start your superstars in the team. You have to have Ronaldo there. Okay, you want to put Anthony Martial, why not? But you have to have Ronaldo, Martial, and Greenwood to start the game because Everton is not a pushover team or relegation team. They are a solid team, a very good team, a Rafa Benitez team. So you know
Governed
they
by
have,
a guy who knows what is zonal marking, Rafa Benitez.
and that guy is the guy can be a cunning guy in his tactics. So you should start your best team, and then he drops off Ronaldo, and that already shows that he took the game too lightly. There was no statement of intent that he's going to go at the get go for the 3 points. He was taking it too easily lah for me. So always substitution and first 11, both of it was a mess. Both of it was a mess, and we were lucky to get away with the 1 point lah. Personally, I feel.
Just a fun fact in
Okay.
that match, lah. Ronaldo was last benched in 2007 in a league match. 14 years later, he was benched again. So that shows even post match reaction from Fergie. The match, I think you all saw the video that he was talking to Khabib Nurmagomedov, right? So
Yes.
he mentioned to Khabib that you shouldn't have, you should have started your best players. So we can see that even the gaffer is a bit pissed off with the way Ole decided. I mean, he's the manager; he has his choice. But simple logic: why did you bench your best players? Like these are the games which matters in the long run. I'm pretty sure if we are going to I'm not jinxing anything lah. If we are going to finish second or if we are going to finish in a better position, right? These games that hurt us is going to make us feel so bad, At that point of time, we are going to be so hurt because these were the match we could have capitalized, and towards the ending of the season, would have given us more pump, more confidence to go like to get a better result. So I just hope Ole realizes that lah, or I just don't know he's being too nice
Oh,
to
okay,
the
okay,
audience
okay.
or what.
Okay, yes. All right,
Sorry, sorry, I'm
chill
being
then.
very
But then,
emotional now.
okay, okay. But then, Jeeves, I'm going to throw this about it then. Isn't it good at least we ended up with 1 point in that game instead of losing the match
Okay,
at home?
in continuation with what you guys have said, I don't think any manager go into a match don't wanting 3 points. So we will always question the intent when you don't put in the best 11. All right. But you see, when we have, if the manager decides for the first 11 and together with the assistant decision, they definitely have a strategy and reason for them to do that. I'm not saying Ole should have done this and done that and stuff. All right, even Mr. Alex have made mistakes before. We lost 6 or whatever scores with other teams and stuff. Everybody makes mistake, right? Okay, then we'll say. But they have given a chance to make a mistake. So today, hopefully, my only hope is this, that Ole have learned his mistake. That's all I'm asking for. That he have learned his mistake. If he continues the same mistake, then we're going to have a problem. Because you see, the dynamic is very simple. For me, if you ask me, as Dane said, he could have played longer a bit with Cavani in because they were gelling okay. They could have brought in some kind of a better result, I'd say. But you see, that this is what even the commentator was saying when Ronaldo was coming in. Actually, the manager is under a lot of pressure because a lot of people are coming or even watching live for Ronaldo. So there's another pressure of outside football pressure of playing a player. For example, whenever like people like Ronaldo is here. But at the same time, if Ole plays Ronaldo starts every time and he gets injured, what we going to say? We will say because of Ole, Ronaldo got injured, and then he, for his age and for whatever number of games that he has, he cannot play anymore. So there's always a chicken and egg story. All right. So I think he took a gamble. If you're a manager of such a big sorry, not company but team, you take a gamble. I feel individual players have let him down, like what Jeep said, Fred. And furthermore, when the ball came in for Townsend, where were the defenders? Where were the defenders? Simple question. Nobody's marking him. In fact, Varane was there. He was actually looking at Townsend running in front of him. Can Ole actually do that? Varane's supposed to be a very good defender one, you know. And at the same time, what do you call that? I'm sure that They didn't expect. It's like everybody was shocked. Everybody was waiting because they thought Fred going to get the ball. So as what I can see, Kevin is saying, this is my cousin. It's Fred. I tell you, I agree with Chief, but it's a one game. Because if that didn't happen, I don't know the dynamics of the game. Yeah, thing went haywire after that goal. Lah. So that's my take.
I mean, agree. The defenders went off. I mean, yeah. Ole's decision, most of the time, you are going to get a setback from there, regardless what you do. In another way, nutshell, just say if they manage to come up with a win, everyone say, okay, fantastic win. Managed to rest. Someone came up. But again, comes on the surprise. I mean, it has been a run of 3 games back to back. Ronaldo bailing out the team here and there. So let's not talk much about that United game against Everton. Plus, we had already the international break. But during the break, we had some incidents. Two centre back getting injured. Fred
While
might come
saying
back,
that,
might
and
not
my
come
watch
back.
is making noise.
So, are we having a bad defense? Midfield is worse, or is it a blessing in disguise? Which is which?
That
Kabi, what do you think?
okay, I think Abang Kabi should answer that, like, because your technical analysis is pretty good. So I would
Okay.
like to know what you have to say. Shoot it,
Okay.
bro.
Probably this is going to be a bit, not according to what we all think, but um, defense bad or midfield worse? I would say the defense is better. I know we are conceding, but I think we have got a much better defense now in terms of defensive, its defensive qualities and also the attacking qualities as well. I think if you recall the Everton match, probably the first half the best player was Wan Bissaka. He had very good. He had a very good game going forward and also in control of the defense. Okay, definitely the midfield is vulnerable. All right, I think that center, the middle where Pogba and McTominay or Fred and McTominay are playing, I think that is where all the teams are exposing us at this point of time. But if you really ask me, I think what is really lacking in our team now is our attackers. They are failing us big time. I got to exclude Ronaldo out of this. I think Ronaldo, as the beast he's been very consistent. He's scored, I don't know, 5 6 goals for us now. But I think the rest of the forward line, including Bruno and Pogba, have failed us. Now, why I'm saying this is it's because, just to let you all know, right? The last 6 games, we only had 6 goals. All right, only had 6 goals, and two of those games we had no goals. Against Villa, I think we didn't score. Against West Ham, we didn't score. Okay, and out of these goals that we have scored, two of it was in the last minute. If you recall, Lingard he scored a goal almost in the last minute against West Ham, and I mean the savior goal that Ronaldo scored against Villarreal. So I want to go against this theory that the midfield is the worst. Actually, the worst now at this present moment is the forward line.
Whoa, ini panas nih. We have a new twist in the show. It's a forward
Because
line.
yeah, because going back to the days of Fergie, right? You see, if you go back and see the league, I can't say it for sure now, but definitely, during Fergie's time, we were allowing 2 goals every 3 games. I'm very sure about it. I think that was what it was at that point of time. So the style of United at that time is you tell the opponent, no problem, you can score how much you want, but we will score more and win the game. That was the principle at that point. That was the style we were having. People know that they can attack us, they can counter attack us and score goals, but we will score more goals. All right, that was what it was that time. He wasn't. I mean, he wasn't having records like what Mourinho was having when he first came to the league, where he only considered less than 20 goals for the season or slightly above 20 goals a season. Fergie wasn't, having those records. So I think our defense, I mean, even if they are conceding, we are not so, negative or very frustrated about what they're considering, the goals that we're considering, because we have to admit some of them are really good goals. Of course, the one that Lingard gave a back pass against the young boys, okay, that is not acceptable. Maybe Townsend's goal against Everton, okay, where was the defense? But besides that, I think De Gea is in super form. So if anyone is passing him, into the any goals that is passing him, we have to conclude that it is a good goal. So it's not because of the defense. Midfield, yes, I have to put my hands up and say yes, it's a problem. But the worst statistic now is the forward. and also the creative midfield.
Hmm. Fine. I got to agree with that. Let's hear from Bang Din. Do you support that?
Come on, brotherly love.
Okay.
Let's see.
Okay, I won't go to the attack part as what Kabi said first. Let me just answer what's stated right down at the screen right now. Defense bad or midfield worse.
No, 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 no.
Uh,
Don't deviate. The
okay,
question was very sad, specific.
okay, okay. Yeah, I got to agree with Kabi in that part. The attackers are not performing well enough because I think the problem lies with Ronaldo also. Maybe because of this, every attack we go through, we are trying to find Ronaldo. We are trying to find Ronaldo, but the attackers are not taking upon themselves to, make the move and get a goal. They are fighting for Ronaldo. They want Ronaldo to score. So that is where if you mark Ronaldo out of the game, then who's going to score? You're fighting for Ronaldo who's marked out, and who's going to score? Okay, then we have Mason Greenwood, who I believe the game against Villa, if I'm mistaken, he took the ball all the way from midfield all the way to the attack. He could have squared it to Bruno, but he chose to be selfish. But again, we can't single him out just because of that. Yes, he has some good goals this season, but the last few games he has gone missing. Mason Greenwood has gone missing. There's a lot of frustration in him. I can see in his body language where he's saying. I mean, he looks like he wants the goal, but he's not getting the goal. He's trying a lot. He's trying amazingly a lot, but he's not getting the goal, and the frustration is there. On the plus side, we have Anthony Martial, who's like back in the squad this season, and finally he got a goal. Hopefully, that bugger has some gas left in the tank to get us a few more goals. And then we have Edison Cavani, who's back.
Who?
Okay,
Anthony Martial.
sial, sial,
He
che,
scored.
Martial.
He scored on his first start, so I think you should give him more credit.
He scored on his first start against Liverpool also many years ago. So let's see. Let's see. But the good news, Vinod and guys, is Edison Cavani is back. That guy's a workhorse. For me, if we compare Ronaldo and Cavani, Ronaldo is of course a class finisher, but Cavani is definitely the dot, the vital point in the attack. The hardworking, never giving up character. That's Cavani. So if you ask me, you need Ronaldo more or Cavani more? I would say I need Cavani more because I need someone to pull the strings. Of course, I need Ronaldo there because his very presence itself is beast mode. We agree with that. But we need Cavani to start more games, you know. And of course, we have a certain Doctor MBE Marcus Rashford, another Ronaldo wannabe. So let's see how that guy actually is going to prosper.
Actually, I
But
just
again,
want
to
to touch
answer
on.
that,
Yeah.
no, but that's again to answer the question, the one question which is the defense bad or midfield worse. I think it's because of the bad midfield, our defense is leaky. You see, the holding midfielders are not doing what they're supposed to do. Therefore, you're piling the pressure on the defense. All right. If people like Fred and McTominay can actually hold the defensive part of the midfield well, then the defense won't be that much of a won't be compromised that much. So I feel the defensive midfielders have to step up. You want to play two, you want to play one, regardless of that, they have to step up because they are pressuring the defense. The
So, Dean,
defense
which
is
means you're still preferring double pivot, lah.
no. I'm not preferring double pivot. I'm saying either way, either a double or a single, that's irrelevant. Whoever is playing in the position has to step up, meaning they got to work their ass out. Even you got to do a tech. I mean, let me just recall this. About
But
20 years
Fred,
or 15 years,
you
no, 15 years ago, I remember Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as a striker tackled a Newcastle player and got a red card
red card. He
in a
got it for
goal
the team.
scoring
Yes,
chance. If a
2007.
strike, yes, if a striker can do that, then what's so hard for them to actually track back? Like Fred, it's okay. Get a red card. I don't mind. Get a red card. It's okay. Fine for me. But show your passion in the game. Break some leg. It's okay. But you're being a CC push and then you're not even running back. That's your job. You're a defensive midfielder, but you're not running back. That alone amazes me. It's like how you're a goalkeeper, but you're not in the goalpost. That's how
I
this guy
think the
is.
Was so
criticism on
aptly put, lah.
no, I think the criticism on Fred is too harsh.
No,
I
Gabi.
think it's papering over a bigger crack, which is the front. I mean, we bought
No, Gabi.
Sancho 70 over
No,
million.
Gabi.
He's
Okay,
not
okay,
performed.
okay. I agree with you, Gabi. Okay, I agree with you. But let's put it this way: Fred's ball possession is as
Get the
bad
popcorn, guys.
my
The
Fred's
show
ball
begins.
possession is as bad as my daughter's ball possession. It's
I
that
got
bad.
my Subway cookie.
Okay, because whenever Fred gets the ball, he's definitely the chances of him releasing to the wrong player is higher than making a short pass to the right player. No, correct. But again, last season, Fred was a better person than this season. This season, Fred is amazingly poor. Okay. If Luke Shaw was very poor and he was dropped for a few games and he came back as a better player, it's time for us not to drop him for good. Maybe for a 3-4 games, bench him out and put
Fred was
Mante
good
Gill.
last season. Wow.
No, no, it's better than this season. He's definitely better than this season. He was better than this season. All right, but it's nothing wrong to actually drop him and bring in Donny Van de Beek inside the squad. He's a class player.
Exactly.
Donny
Ayo.
Van de Beek, Kabir.
No, but Donny
Okay,
Van de
let me.
Beek is not defensive. You see, the last
Okay,
six
okay. No,
games,
no, no, no,
the
no, no.
only
Wait,
game,
wait,
no,
wait.
no, the only game we considered more than a goal, all right, was only one game against Young Boys, and that's because Lingard had a bad back pass. So, all those 6 games, we only scored 6 goals. I know we would have considered 4-5 goals. So it's not
Okay.
Van
about
de
the
Beek,
goals
he
that we
proved in
No,
the
considered.
no.
game against West Ham, right? In EFL, he can be a very good force, but I don't know why he's not being put.
No,
Okay,
because Van de
but
Beek is so unfortunate because the position that Bruno is playing in could have
no,
been
no.
Pogba number 2 or could have been Van de Beek. So he's just
Correct.
unfortunate that that position has
Correct.
got 2 world-class players.
But let me ask you. Now the situation is like this, where you have a player who's already starting every game, complacent. Okay, he's complacent. That's Fred. Okay, we have him on the left right now. On the right, I have Van de Beek, who is a Ballon d'Or nominee 3 years ago, who's
Two
struggling
years ago.
for game time. 2 years ago, game time is struggling for game time. A proven talent who is overlooked by the manager. Now,
But
which
why are we
two of
calling for Fred to be dropped for Van der
Yeah.
Beek instead
You
of
know why?
Pogba to be dropped for Van der
No,
Beek?
no,
Yes.
no, 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 no.
Right.
Wait. Let me tell you that. So now, a player like Van de Beek, who has something to prove, don't you think he will come into the pitch and give 101% on his effort?
No, I see. Van de Beek as a player, he's a remarkable player. All we got to do is just look at his work in Ajax, lah. But I've watched him when he played. I mean, for the games for United, right? He's a player who doesn't want the ball to be with him very long. I think if Van de Beek, if you the ball comes to Van de Beek, I think probably the maximum you give him is just a few seconds because he's that kind of player where he likes to give his one touch passes and quick passes
Quick
and all
pass.
that.
Yep.
And that is why he cannot play in a deep line midfield because in the deep line midfield you need people to give sometimes a long ball, a very good through pass, which Carrick used to do or Pogba does very well. Even Bruno, I'm actually thinking why isn't Solskjaer swapping Bruno and Pogba? Why just put Pogba right behind the strikers and bring Bruno back? If you just want, because Pogba has been, if you ask me, he has been a problem playing in the midfield because he doesn't track back. You're talking about Fred. Okay, I think
No,
the game that Fred really played bad was against Wolves. All
not
right,
only
I
Wolves.
think
You
I think
see,
that guy.
even
I
against
think that guy.
Everton,
Uh,
Everton also, his second half
no, but
cameo.
Everton he came only in second towards the late part of the second half, right?
Correct. And
Later part of the
remember
second
one
half.
thing, he was not tracking back what he's supposed to do.
But Everton game, the blame should be game management and not putting the game into bed soon. Why do we need to wait for someone to score in the 89 minute when we could have just been up 3-0 before the 89-minute goal came in? So it's not
No,
fair. It is
see,
those guys who even Ronaldo has to take the blame. Cavani has to take the blame. Greenwood definitely has to take the blame. Bruno has to take the blame. Pogba came in. Pogba did some nice stuffs. Pogba also has to take the blame.
no, you
If
see,
you ask me,
like,
that is the main. You see, that we have to admit, lah. Fred is not the ideal defensive midfielder. We would like to have
Of
Declan Rice.
course.
We would like to have people
He
like
is
that.
bad. Not no United
There's
material.
no
Not
two
a
ways
United
about it.
material.
No two ways about it. But he's not so bad. Yeah, someone that he's
Yeah,
not
Dave.
so bad that it's because of him we're going to lose. We are losing the match.
No, no.
Nine matches.
I won't say we're losing because of Fred because it's 11 player game. All right. I agree that Fred is not the sole reason. But what I'm telling is, why not? Why not tweak the team? If Valencia was a right wing and became a right back, why can't Van de Beek become a holding midfielder replacing Fred? Why not?
No, the thing
I mean,
because
Ronaldo
he
started on
doesn't
the
have
wing.
that. He doesn't
No, no.
have that
See,
characteristic to
Kabi,
be a
no,
holding
no.
I love
midfielder.
See,
this.
Kabi, the thing is, if you don't try, you won't know.
No, I think he has tried him and Matic. You see, when I think
You see, against
Solskjaer
young
tried,
boys, no, against young boys, he was very unfortunate because of one Bisaka's red
Yeah,
card.
yeah,
He was the
correct.
first to be removed, which is
Correct.
also a stupid decision because Paul Pogba was playing ball there. He was playing hockey on a football court. That's what Pogba doing. So that's the sad part of the
Hey,
whole.
you gotta give him credit lah. Saw his master stroke against UNL or not?
Bro, wait. Given, I'm talking about young boys game. He was playing literally like you're playing in Clang artificial pitch.
So
You
young boys,
just
the
don't know
whole
what
team
he's
played
doing
bad
there.
lah. Young boys, the whole
Yeah.
team played bad.
So for me, I feel when the big, why not? Kabir, if you can take out Ronaldo from your first 11 and put in Anthony Martial, who's a hopeless
No, but you're saying
specimen,
change.
why
No, you're
not take
saying
out Fred and put Van de Beek? Why
no,
not?
you're
Just why
saying
not?
change Van de Beek because you don't want to concede goals or you want to score goals now.
Why not we see what his contribution and how can he hold the midfield behind Pogba and Bruno? Why
No, that's
not?
not that the issue. That's the thing. Precisely, I'm saying that is not the issue. Yes, people can come at us. They might think that you can attack. Okay,
Okay, one more
if we
thing.
are
One more
if
thing. No, no.
teams are
One more thing.
vulnerable when we attack them, why would they attack us? They would rather
Okay.
defend us, defend
See,
against us.
if I have Van de Beek in my team, I know as someone who can make some decent passes. He can make some decent passes. And I
enough.
won't have someone who's like Fred, who's going to concede passes. Remember against Wolves, Adama Traore almost scored against us twice in the first half because of Fred's
Correct.
silly passes. All right.
And
I mean,
Trinka
I'm
also
just,
yes to score, supposed
That
to
one,
score
yes.
one.
That game, yes. That game, yes.
Okay, so what I'm telling is, if Van de Beek can make some decent passes, then we have one extra leg in the midfield who can release some fine balls to the front three.
I think
Okay,
Van de Beek can
so-
only play if he has a proper midfielder, for example, like a Matic, who can hold it. Because
for
Van de
me,
Beek
if
is like
for me,
like
I
a
think Van
Pogba
de
playing
Beek.
there.
No, Van de Beek should play in a 4-3-3 formation where Van de Beek, Bruno, and Pogba, Ronaldo, Mason Greenwood, and
No, Nish,
whoever
I
not.
think you do. If you do that, what's going to happen? They will score 3 goals against us. You know why? Bruno can't defend well. Pogba can't defend well. Van de Beek also won't defend well.
No, I think
You know why?
Van de Beek and Van de
And
Beek
we are
can
not
be a good
scoring goals.
workhorse. No, Van
To
de Beek can be a
put-
good workhorse.
No,
He's a
yes,
workhorse.
but in terms of a specialist midfielder, we don't have lah. So we're going to make do with 3 plus, either Matic, Dominic,
Let's
or
put
Fred.
let's put it this way, Gabi. Okay, let's put it this way to think to perspective right now. Today Leicester game, Fred is going to start. Okay, Fred is going to start, Gabi. Let's
Hey,
count.
Fred is
Okay,
injured. Fred is injured.
there's one comment here from if you said VDB, Bruno, and Pogba is not going to work.
Yeah, it
Thank
won't
you,
work.
Ufias, for watching.
Okay,
It won't
wait,
work
wait.
because we'll be too
Okay, okay.
offensive and they won't
Okay,
score
wait,
goals,
wait,
and we'll just let go.
Just one suggestion. No. Not a bad, I would say. Let's observation. Let's see how many times Fred gives away the ball today in the first half. I'll count. You count.
No, I think Fred might not be playing today. I don't know whether Fred is playing because I think
he's
he's
not
injured.
playing
right?
today-
He's injured.
If he's not playing, I will buy Kabinesh a beer. Not
I
one
don't
lah, one
drink.
bucket
Bro,
lah.
bro, I don't drink. Sorry.
Okay, then
You,
buy him-
okay,
buy
I'll
him a
treat you
can
for
of
a banana
mineral
leaf
water.
rice lah. You name it what you want.
Alright.
Bak kut
No,
teh,
you see him.
you name it.
If Fred is not playing, that's already 1 point there. If Fred is playing, then we lost 3 points for sure.
No, I agree with you. Fred, okay, fine. You're saying Fred is not playing 1 point, but that's it. If Fred is not playing or playing, it's going to be 1 point because the
Okay, you know
forwards
what,
are not going to
guys?
score.
I just opened membership to the new anti-Fred club. Anti-Martial club has been suspended. I've just opened membership. Please feel to PM me. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Okay, but I have a question lah for, I think, okay lah, maybe Kabi and Mr. Bharat can answer this lah. Okay, now you know that midfield is a position which connects defense and attack, right? Okay,
Yeah.
because the midfield has to function. If the midfield is not functioning, defense is going to be longer, attack is going to be longer. All right. So, like what we were just discussing, lah. Do you think that Fred is actually the guy who can service and connect both of them? No, I feel BDP would do a better job. So if you ask me, I mean Pogba so inconsistent. Okay, I got to give him that. Against Fran was so good. Then certain games against us he was playing bad. So what if Matic, VDB, and Bruno as our
But
midfield?
then, correct, Jeev. Okay, in that case, are you saying that is our best midfield with Pogba on the bench?
Looking at Pogba being so inconsistent, and now he's lining up for a 400k deal a week, and with stupid what is that? The fat manager, his fat manager is doing something about it. I just don't know.
You see,
Pogba,
Pogba,
what's his problem?
to date, right? To date, all right. The most assists for us is from Pogba. If you go to the league stats and now you watch the league stats in the whole league until up to this point, Pogba has got 7 assists and everyone else is way behind. Okay, of course, we can argue and say that he's got 4 assists in one game against Leeds. Fine, no problem. But he's right on top. That's why I'm saying I just feel that Pogba is so unfortunate that Solskjaer is very stubborn that Bruno has to play just behind the striker. Actually, that is Pogba's role as well. That is why we're struggling because Pogba just can't defend.
Yeah,
He
and the
just
role,
can't
he's not
defend.
been given that role
And
precisely.
it's
No,
McTominay and Fred has to play just in front. But the problem is, I think Fred is just not performing up to the levels he should, and Tomini is just not bold enough in terms of his passes.
I think,
no.
Okay.
I mean, fantastically said, lah. I mean, Mr. Barrett, come on, like, you're sweating already. I see you
Okay.
wiping your head all.
I'm
I
trying
feel
to
so bad for
analyze.
you.
No, you see, guys, Kabinesh, you are right. Frankly speaking, I'm not really. I'm United fan. I'm not any players or any managers fan. Right? Basically, frankly speaking, don't really find Pogba a top midfielder in my opinion. We grew up with people like who in our team in the 90s, right? We always had that kind of speed. We had Ryan Giggs, we had David Beckham,
Oh,
and then
Cantona.
no need to say lah, Cantona, the speed of Cantona. And here we have Pogba who jogs. Of course, with that kind of time of time he
Mr. Barrett,
gets.
Dennis Irwin.
Dennis Irvin, yeah, I took a selfie with him.
Yeah, I also that, bro.
Dennis Irwin left back.
Okay, okay.
Dennis Irwin was left back.
Left back. He got one red card lah. That game, he kicked out the ball. But anyway, this guy literally jogs. Yes, he has his moments. He has his 5 minutes moments sometimes, Pogba, I feel, and he doesn't run back down to help the defending midfielders or defenders sometimes. Yes, you give him 90 minutes every game. He has to be there, be one of the top guys who are providing the goods. If that is what he's not doing, then he wouldn't be selected for France also. But given as what you guys we are discussing now, you're right. I would feel that I think Van der Beek should get a chance to play and prove. And for that, who going to move back? I don't know. All right, that is I think the manager's impact. Whether the formation need to change. All right, Fred for me is not consistent at all. He's consistently not playing well. For me, my personal opinion, sometimes I wonder which part of Brazil is he from. You know, because he can't even pass the ball to his own teammates. Sometimes I feel
He's from Rio de Janeiro.
no, you see, he runs for the ball. He's hardworking. I'm not saying that. Of course, you're missing the ball so many times. What? Of course, you have to run back, lah. You know what I'm saying, So, I think he should be given a break, like what Dane said. Few matches, like if he's SAF, he will be there. Who bought him? Soldier bought him. No, the great Mourinho.
Mourinho,
All
yeah.
right, correct or not?
50 million.
And he was a
50
player
million.
Mourinho didn't want. That's why Mourinho never started him ever. I mean, for 1-2 games here and there. So it's the bots. It's who our great
Woodward.
Stickwood.
Yeah, exactly. So, but the thing is that I think I again go back to say Ole. Ole has the strategy. I feel that he has, but I think he's very lenient. That is the problem. He's not a straight away saying that okay, you're not playing because you've got 5 games. You're not playing. SAF would have done that. He had riot treatment all the way. Definitely would have done that. But I think he has to put even Pogba. He have to bench him to get BBD and Bruno to play or what. He has to try it. What? He never tried before, isn't it?
Do you agree
So
we need
that's why I
someone
say-
like Lee Sharp?
No, the thing is, we have like 11 first team players, and then we have 11 more good substitute players. What's the point just keeping the 11 forever intact like that? You have to make the substitutions, you make the changes, tweak the team. What's wrong with that? We have to do that.
Pogba don't want to mess his head.
Hey, this is my friend from Singapore. Hey, Liverpool fan, no.
No wonder lah.
Alamak.
Comment is so good. He had to read. I mean, his name
What?
also
Original Klang fella.
Bro, Sasi Squad. I'm from Klang also. Best place.
Awesome.
Say thanks for
I
watching
call
the
you
show.
Sasi
We
Squad
have
lah
one-
because Sasi.
we have one from Zatan. Ole pampers his players a lot.
Yeah, with Pampers.
Agree. He
Yeah.
was a player
Yes.
before.
Yeah. He was a player under SAF, but somehow
So
the
basically,
team
what
or the started
Ole
down.
did the last game was he brought VDB couldn't start, right, so he brought all the 11 players to the bench. Elite management.
That was a good one, actually. That was a good one.
Power meme lah, that one.
Yeah, okay guys. Before I move on to the next one, let's just jump up the comment. Comment macam panas hari ni. Kevin, thanks for watching. Oh, we have very good forwards, but no built up playing creativity, yes. Driven, well, we're not playing to our strength. We need to have more attacking minded rather than playing with two CDM. Alamak, two CDM becoming our own this one lah. Oh, Kishan the house. Easy game lah, Bang Dane.
Hey, that
Then
fella
freeze,
playing
right?
mind game, like Kishan playing mind game.
Let him play.
You know why? For a Liverpool
Go
fan
free,
like
go win.
Kishan, he wants Fred to play more so that we lose points.
Naughty fellow.
No, we just tell the
My
Liverpool,
uncle,
you take Fred,
my uncle,
you take Fred, give us Fabinho.
my uncle said attacking is the best way of defending. I'm not talking about center attacks. We need fire in our attacking. Agreed?
I mean, yeah, that was the time when we grew up watching, where attacking was our defending, not now. Oh, we got Kishan. Ronaldo legend status can't track back. Ridiculous. Oh, okay.
Give him a break, like he's
Oh,
36 already, lah. Way.
hello, Datuk Balik from Tasi. Tasi all the way in Singapore. Commenting there.
Yeah, I saw his message in our group chat. Terrible. I cannot mention.
Look,
Passing to
passing to
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
Go ahead.
No problem. Okay, Juventus and Madrid, they passed to him and he was top scorer. The problem is they're not passing to him. Agree. I mean, we all saw that in the last game.
This is a very good
Or
point.
are they trying so
Yeah.
hard to pass to Ronaldo that they are screwing up?
You know, in the year that when Percy came to United, we won our 20th title, right? So many years later, there was an interview done on BBC, I remember. So I think Ferdinand was saying this when Percy was there. He said, that year that they bought Van Persie, Fergie went up to Carrick, he went up to Giggs, he went up to Rooney, he went up to all these guys and said, "You get the ball, you look up for where Van Persie is and pass it to him. You know why? This guy is going to win us the 20th title." That was the message. And he was so hard, and he told them, "If you're not going to pass the ball to him, I will leave you out of the team." So what they said was, every time they were playing the season, they were just looking for Van Persie because they know you pass the ball to this player, he's going to score a goal. So much so, if you guys remember that classic goal in Old Trafford against Charlton, Van Persie scored 3 goals to win the title. Rooney got the ball in the midfield and he gave
Yeah.
a 30-yard pass to
Is
Van
that
Persie.
against Aston Villa?
Villa.
Yeah,
Oh,
Villa,
against
Villa.
Villa, is it?
The first
Against
timer
Busan,
that Percy just took.
That's right. So they were saying that the fact that Rooney could do that is because of what Fergie told him at the beginning of the season. So if Solskjaer has told these guys, what, you got an inborn, like a legend like Ronaldo who's been the most lethal in the D box. All you need is just pass the ball to him. He scored the goals.
Wait, Gabi. Then again, you're comparing people like Rooney against who now?
Yeah.
Rooney can take a
True.
50-yard goal for United, for DC United, and for Everton.
No, Nish, we got people like Pogba. People like Pogba who's very capable of doing that.
Pogba is a periodic player. A
Better
periodic
number two.
player who can give 7 assists in the many games and then he goes missing in orbit.
No, but you
He's
see,
in the
Luke
black
Shaw,
Was
for
a
example,
luxury player.
like Luke Shaw has improved in his passings. He's given
But
a
we
good
do have
assist.
players
Pogba-
who can be like Percy. Like how Abang Satya has said, Hidup Marshall.
You see, there are certain people who comment.
Ini uncle, I tell you.
I can't retaliate. So, Abang Satya, thank you, bro. Thank you so much.
I know he purposely made that comment to
Yeah.
fry Bang Din.
He knows I won't reply back. Smart guy. No, but again, Kabir,
Yes.
you see, Van Persie was the focal point back in 2013 when he won the title. I agree. But we had that bullet of players in the middle who were literally workhorse and they were dying for the team. And then here you have players who are dying for fame, not for the team.
I agree with you.
Dying for fame.
Is
So
it the
if
change
you
of
are-
generation, guys? Is it a change of
The
generation?
era is different. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
No,
different,
it's
guys.
stage of, but again, not everybody. I would say there are a few players who are still playing for the team. Luke Shaw, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, they are playing for the team. You know that they come, they do their job, and they go off.
Phil Jones.
Wan-Bissaka, okay. Okay. For me, this season, last season's most improved player was Luke Shaw. This season is Aaron Wan-Bissaka because when he goes up, he has some moves. He's
Spider-Man.
doing something. He's creating something.
Yeah.
But for me, Bruno Fernandes has dropped because he's accommodating CR7. Okay, that's the wrong thing. You
Hey,
should play your game.
The penalty,
You see,
Oh God.
Bruno Fernandes has a lot of pressure on his shoulders because of CR7's presence. That's it. All right.
Hey,
So
bro.
every
first class players, top athletes, don't break.
Yeah.
Under
No, no.
pressure.
No, I'm
Must
talking
remember
about
that.
Yes, correct.
no. I'm talking about Bruno, not CR7. CR7 is first class. Bruno is 1.5. He's not there yet. He's not there. He's a good player. He's not that first class mentality yet. You
Hey,
know?
next year World Cup, if you have to take a penalty in the final, you have to walk
But
down and go and take the kick.
If there's one focal point in United now, the one who is sustaining the whole
The
team.
only thing that cannot take penalty be English players in so World Cup we cannot.
tak mau
No,
pergi
don't
sana
talk, don't talk.
bang.
Don't go to
No,
the
actually,
topic.
the fact that Dinesh brought up, you're not. I mean, you don't have good passes and all. I think that's true to some extent because I'm not so excited about having Rashford back also now because I think
Oh yeah, man.
Rashford and Greenwood has got this problem where when they get the ball in the position where it's between passing and giving a shot, right? And passing is
Yeah.
probably a better decision than giving a shot,
They will
and
take a shot.
probably they will take a shot. So
You
I'm
see,
I'm very worried about that. We don't have
no,
like
no, no,
people
no,
who
no, no.
give crosses like Giggs.
Rashford will not do that anymore because last season he was trying to be Black Ronaldo, and this season he has Ronaldo in the team. He cannot do a Ronaldo wannabe, a knuckleball. He can't do that. He has to play his proper game, not
Yeah.
a copycat he cannot be emulating Ronaldo. Ronaldo is in the squad. He has to play his team. Even free kicks, even with his knuckleball shots, he cannot. He has to start penetrating the wing, running down the flank, not
Yep.
stopping game, passing behind, stopping game, passing behind. That's like, what are we doing? But
But one
again,
thing lah. Oh,
Rashford in the squad can be also a disaster because
yeah.
he's also a self-centered person. I hope with this injury and this time on the bench right now, with seeing the superstars like Ronaldo back, I hope he keeps his head straight and play a proper game right now. But it'll be fun
But
to see him. It'll
guys,
be fun to see him.
wasn't Ronaldo the same many years ago?
Yeah.
Yep.
I
Yes.
think it's the character, right?
Yeah.
He always
But
Correct.
one
wanted to
thing.
score. What? He scored
Correct.
how many goals per season?
Yeah, I agree with you, Bharan. I agree with you. That's the first
But at
season.
one point of time,
Rash,
even Ronaldo, when during his first time in United, his first stint, he was doing the same thing. He wouldn't square the
correct,
pass. He would be taking every
correct,
single shot.
correct. You see, I agree with you, Vinod. I totally agree with you. But how long has Rashford started? Maybe about 4 seasons. He's about
Look at
22
his
right now.
age.
22.
He is
23.
22. But
Yeah.
23.
looking at his number of games and his goals return, are we comparing him? I mean, he's still a good return. The only difference why in this whole
No, no.
thing is that you have the likes of Messi and Ronaldo who has put the numbers too high. People are looking into net numbers. But logically
Correct.
speaking, his number has been good. You take away
Yep.
these two names, it's still a great number across the season.
Agree. I
So
totally
are we
agree.
expecting more from him?
But the thing is, yes, we expected more from him last season. But come this
We-
season, we relieved the burden of him with the purchase of
Bro, you
Sancho
know
and
who we
Ronaldo.
expected? We expected more from Martial last season because the previous season he scored 20 goals, bro.
That's true.
I
That's true.
mean,
Last
don't
season,
know what
correct.
happened. Last
Yeah.
season, don't
Marcel,
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
20 goals.
that's the last time he scored double figures. Lah.
Yeah.
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 But I tell you
But
one. I mean, we are talking about a lot of. I mean, I probably am the culprit to bring up about forwards not performing and all that. Okay,
yeah,
that's
you
the
are
bad news,
culprit
lah.
big time,
Yeah,
boy.
I'm the culprit. But however, I must tell you one thing. A good thing about that is the forward have not clicked and have not played at 100%. What if they start playing? They start clicking 100%. I tell you, it's scary for the Premier League. It's scary. So I think that's one thing that all Premier League teams are just hoping will not happen this season because they can be so deadly and come in the 60th minute when you look at they're making substitutions. Sancho is coming in, Cavani is coming in, or Martial is coming in, and these guys,
Hey,
oh
don't
my god,
forget
That's why we have a comment
Lord.
saying play Fred more.
yeah.
Hey, don't
But that's how I say,
forget we had Lord Lingard back. Please, don't forget.
yes, Lingard, exactly. See, all these players, I tell you, if they click, you can score 3 goals, we will score 6 goals. That is the message to the Premier League. All we need now is for this team to click, especially
The
going forward.
chemistry lah.
Yes, if they get it, you just imagine Bruno and Pogba doing the magic from the back. Ronaldo just doing what he does best.
But
Sancho, Rashford,
but
Greenwood, Martial. Not even talking about Lingard and Mata also. All
but
this click.
I just got a small fantasy here. Huh? If tonight Lingard starts on the left, Ronaldo in the middle, and Greenwood in the side, do you think it'll be a wonderful attacking trio?
What about Rashford?
No, that's good. That's good. He's not.
Again,
If you
again,
ask me, he's
again.
too. Lingard on the
Can you
left.
say that again? Okay.
Lingard on the left. Ronaldo in the middle, right down the middle, and Mason Greenwood on the side, on the right.
Mason Greenwood plays better on the left. Oh yeah, okay.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right. Correct.
that's a
So
good
what what
that's a good formation for me. Yeah.
uh,
I would go for Rashford, Ronaldo, Sancho.
Sancho? I don't think so yet.
I think he
He
still have
needs
a
game
culture
to
shock
get
yet
his
lah.
feet because the past 3 games he's been slowly getting into his feet. So few more games would actually do good for him, like if you ask me. He
Okay,
needs to
then
start.
Yeah.
maybe
Big
can
gift that
be.
that form that team you're telling, right, that trio, I think that's where we'll end the season with that, because that will be the first three lah. Rashford this side, Sancho the other side, and then Ronaldo in the middle. I think we'll end the season. We will get to that, but meanwhile, because they are not, Sancho is not
Playing.
at the 100%, and I think Rashford. Let's see what happens over the next few weeks. Yeah.
Because
Okay,
the thing is, like what
interest.
you all said, we are looking into it. We are looking further. Okay, we want that to happen, but we are
Yeah.
screwing up points at the early of the season, which is what hurting me so much. That's the only thing. Like, just do
Okay,
lah,
let's.
just suffer. Wanna
Okay,
die, get the 3 points.
you said pleasure makes the players better from Gopi. So, is the pleasures going to make the team better against Leicester today? What do you think? See, we have went on all over about. Oh,
Ayyo.
alamak. Ada komen panas ni keluar ni. Change Ole will win the league from Sasi.
No. Totally disagree. Totally disagree.
Klopp. We get Klopp
No
lah.
lah, for a guy who has stabilized
We
a
got Royce
sinking
here.
ship,
Hi, GGMU. Okay.
JMU
Hey,
bro, thanks
Roy,
for
Roy,
watching.
about
The
Roy.
this food. Yeah.
What the Jivan
Okay,
said just now?
so jump to this Leicester game. What do you think?
No, but before that, so Ole out is okay. This is his final season. If he doesn't do anything, it's going to be a serious hot seat for him because he has been given the players. So,
But
but
Chiefs.
credit due to the guy who has stabilized the sinking ship. He took over in 2018 December. Abang did a very good job, but let's just hope for the best. Murtagh did a good job getting him the players. So yeah, we'll hope for the best, lah.
And,
Okay, let's not say
and
anything now. So
Woodward did a good job by leaving his position also.
yeah,
Okay,
correct.
okay,
And
okay.
Murtagh,
I guess we should not
legend.
be terpesong going to that sebab then we'll be running another half an hour talking about this Ed Woodward and his
Oh
whole
yeah.
fiasco.
Let's not go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just jump into the Foxes now. Is the Devils going to be winning it or Fox going to Foxes out?
The Devils
Let's
just
get
need to
Mr.
use the
Bartlett in
trident and
the.
poke
This one,
Vardy's
right?
leg and enough already.
Yeah.
Hey, I
Okay.
need Vardy for points, man.
Hello.
Are you?
Can you stop with this whole FPL thing? Because of fantasy, the problem with us now, we are losing our values when it comes to watching football because of fantasy.
Jivan, in 2 hours' time, I'll be seeing you. If you open the fantasy bag in front of me, I'm going to break your iPhone,
I
okay?
didn't even update my team, lah. I think my captain is my keeper. I forgot to change, so I did so.
Where you're watching? Okay, cannot say that
Yeah,
then.
son,
Send
Don
PM,
is
send
going to
PM.
be like,
We have a comment from the Dave B Studio. Leicester is inspired by the return of Ranieri. I think, Mr. Dave, that's for you to handle against Bradford. Hopefully, you don't lose the game.
ini abang mau pergi lah. 2016 sudah pergi balik. 2016, Rani ni. Gila,
Yes.
tak
So
apa.
how? What do you think about this game against the Foxes?
Abang Barret first lah. We'll go with Abang Barret. What the boss? Come on.
Okay, it's going to be actually a fun match to watch, and definitely we're going in with our
Without
the
Varane and
best
Maguire.
Maguire. No, we are going firstly positive. We are going with the record in our hands. Okay, so let's not jinx it. With the most away matches won or not lost, for example.
Ayuh.
Um, hopefully that helps. But I think they also it's going to be a tough match definitely because the last 3 matches they didn't really perform so well. They've drawn and they lost Europa. So let's see. But I think it's all about not focusing on them and focusing on our team, right? So if Ole can bring out as what we all discussed the first 11, there's no chance for any team in the league, and they just need to click. And guess what? Fred is not in town yet, or maybe he's in town, he's resting. He's not playing. All right. He just had a match. So hopefully we find something today. This is natural, right? Because universe is making us play with a certain 11 without certain players.
Superstar Fred lah.
Yeah, exactly. So if we can click and whack the crap out of Leicester, I really hope that happens today, and then Ole sticks to this winning 11.
Boss could
because
probably kick Leicester lah. Whack the crap. I just hopefully they do.
3-1 lah. I mean, I'm definitely you're going to get us right. Definitely. But with our, of course, with our defense, we have I think top strikers there, and they can sneak in a goal or two. So, as Kabi said
Saka,
lah, hopefully we
Shaw,
can score
Lindelof,
more.
and Bailly. Okay lah, decent lah. Back four can be decent also today. What about Abang Kabi? Kavina, can you hear me?
Bang
He's
Kabi, I
lagging.
think auditory is
No, no, no.
Can you
freeze.
hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, can.
You all can hear me, yeah?
Yes, yes,
Yep.
yes.
Okay, I think the important player in this game is the important player in this game is David De Gea. I think he's going to be very crucial because when you have two your central defenders who have not played together for some time in front of you, I think it's going to be very, especially with Vardy around, it's going to be very, very important here, right? And then, what existingly people will, play teams will just go against us because our midfield is not strong. So now when you have the central defense also is rather new together, the partnership, there will be two areas which we can exploit. Um, but like what Bharat was saying just now, we have a very good away record. I hope we continue that continues, and uh, this United team seem to step up when really matters when we are really under pressure. Like for matches like Real Pleasure, that's when we really play well. I think the next 10 games you will see, it's all damn important games. We have almost three Champions League very important games, and we have six out of the 10 games which are playing against the top seven clubs starting today. So I think we will see the forward clicking now, and I think they will bring in the goals. I can tell you that it's probably we will win 5-0. I can also tell you probably we'll lose 1-0. So that's how we don't know which United is going to turn up. I just hope the right one turns up, and I hope they smash Leicester away because Leicester, the last 1-2 years, we have not had very good games with them. We have always drawn a game, or we have last year I think FA Cup we lost against them. So it seems to be
I
a
mean,
team
last
which
season we
we
won lah
finally
2-0.
believe in.
Lingard
Somehow or
finally
other,
scored last game.
that was the season before I think he scored. Casper made a mistake and then he scored.
Oh yeah.
Right, the one that
Last
Oh yeah,
season
yeah,
he
yeah.
went West Ham.
made
1920
it
season.
into the
Correct,
top
correct,
four,
correct.
right?
He went West Ham.
2 seasons ago.
1920
So,
season. Correct.
so against I don't know against Leicester, we're always not very comfortable. I hope that changes with Ronaldo around. So let's see what happens tonight. I'm going for a United win.
Okay, keep your scores there first, huh? Let's round it up.
Prediction
So
at the
Bang
end.
Din, what about you?
Uh,
What do you think we
uh,
should prevent or take note of Leicester that we should not do
Actually,
the
just
same
tell
mistake?
Marshall will score today. He might just because he might score 2 goals. I think the fella is hearing whatever you're saying lah.
I chose not to say anything more than that. Okay, but personally, I feel if Fred is not starting today, I hope the right person starts there. I hope either it's Matic or Van de Beek starts there. We need someone solid there. We got people like Yuri Telemans, class players in the midfield for Leicester. That's another pain in the ass.
Madison, Harvey Barnes.
But Telemans is a one of a kind player. Lah. For me, he's a one of a kind player. So that guy is a very vital player for Leicester right now. But most importantly, Jamie Vardy. If we can get Eric Bailly and Lindelof to start tonight, then that's going to be important for us because both these players have something to prove that they are not a regular players. They are also a class players. This is the best time for them to prove. And we don't have Maguire, which can be a good news and bad news. Good news in the sense of there's no sloppiness. Bad news is we need somebody else to step up as the captain. Then again, that's relevant to me. I don't care who's the captain. Like what Kabi said is David De Gea is the one who's the consistently most improved player thus far this season, along with Wan Bissaka for me, because he has a spot to fight with Dean Henderson. So I think he's really taking game seriously, which is very good for us. But on the front side of it, I just hope, like what I said earlier in the show, I hope Lingard starts tonight. I just hope Lingard starts tonight because, again, you understand the fringe players such as Lingard, Van de Beek have a lot to prove. So giving them game time will be actually a plus point for United because they are hungry. They're hungry to show what they are capable of. And you need hungry players. You need hungry players. You know, you don't need players who take this as a walk in the park. Oh, every week I'm going to start. Every week I'm going to play. No matter how bad, no matter how good, the gaffer is going to give me a starting spot. We don't need such players. We need players who wants to fight for their position. They find a fight for their place. So for me, the only two people I can think of such players who are fighting for it or should fight for it is Van de Beek and Jesse Lingard. So I just hope both these characters start today, and I hope Mason Greenwood comes out from his slump. All right, and I hope Paul Pogba is dropped tonight because I think the guy is partying too hard after the Nations League win. Because of course the Euro they screwed up big time, so Nations League looks like the World Cup for them right now. So the guy is still partying like an animal, I guess. So
I
drop
mean, he did
Pogba.
win the World Cup, lah. So
Yeah, he did win the World Cup, and they screw up the Euros. It's okay. But again,
yeah.
just drop him, because the guy needs a break, a reality check. France and Manchester is not the same thing. He's more better of a player for
Oh,
France compared to Manchester, right? Then again, I know what Vino's going to ask. So why is he not playing well for Manchester? Why is the gaffer doing this? Why the gaffer doing that? Okay, let's not go there. But I think
I didn't
Pogba needs
ask
a
any
break.
question.
Yeah, yeah.
You assumed it
we
in
know,
back of your
we
mind.
know, we know, we know. It's all written in your glasses, bro. It's all encrypted in your glasses. I can see that. But again, I hope Pogba is dropped tonight. I hope Lingard and Van de Beek starts again. And I
All
think
right.
it's going to be a United win. But again, the scoreline I'll keep it, while I'm speaking.
Okay, let's go to the scoreline. Before you guys go to the scoreline, I'm just going to jump into the comment scoreline here. We got from Loy here. Don't forget, on Greenwood, he's also good. Yes, he is. Gopi goes
wow,
on.
my uncle is
United
next level,
3.
lah. 3-0.
Leicester kosong. Okay. Sasi, United 3. Leicester
Four.
2. Oh. Loy
Liverpool
goes here.
fans
Today's
here, man.
prediction, United 2-1. Whoa. Euphrates goes on. Hope for convincing win today. 3-0 or 3-1 to United. Okay. Everyone's going here. Alright,
Wow.
let's jump in to the panelists pula. Bang Din, what's your scoreline?
Hey, why must I be the first one, lah? Wait, let them all start, lah. I myself, I
I
don't know
want
what to
we want
say.
you to know. We want to know what's your scoreline first, because of course, like I told you, what like Marshall is going to score. You better say Marshall will score. Then with that, he's going to score 2 goals today.
For me, my scoreline will be a draw. It's gonna be a draw game, 1-1.
Wow.
1-1. Oh.
Don't have to convert.
After so much said, done, everything here and there, Fred not playing the bus, you're still being anti-climax here. Satu-satu saja.
Wait, I'm not done yet. If Fred playing
Oh, not
1-1,
done.
if Fred playing
Okay.
1-1, if Fred is not playing, I think will be a solid 3-1 win.
Okay, I'm just going to throw in. Who's going to score your goals?
Wait, let me check my fantasy. Who I have? Never mind, okay. Okay, I think it's going to be.
Bruno will assist Marshall, then Ronaldo will assist Marshall, and
Okay.
Marshall will score own goal.
No, let me tell you. I don't have any United players in my fantasy. I don't have anybody. But I think it's going to be Ronaldo for sure. And I think Ronaldo on a double. Maybe a Mason Greenwood. Yeah, Ronaldo double and Mason Greenwood one.
Okay. Kabi, what about you?
I think it will be a close one. I think 2-1. Van de Beek will score a winning goal.
Oh. Oh. Wow. That would happen.
Kabi cakap Van de Beek shouldn't start, tapi cakap winning goal pula budak ni.
Hey, no, I really want him to succeed. I really
He
want
saved
Van de
the
Beek
best
to
for the
succeed.
last, lah.
That'd
Kabi, I'll
be
see you
great.
later.
What about Datuk Balit?
4-1.
Confident.
Sure, buddy.
4-1.
Definitely. All our strikers going to score today, Gabi. It's all for you. 4-1, definitely.
All right.
Chanting confidence.
I would love it. I
Confidence.
want them to score.
Big G's, what about you?
I'm just going to go for 1-0, lah.
Big G, what
We are
insurance
going to
policy?
play Leicester. That Liverpool's got Yannick Vestergaard also now. So I think
Yeah,
1-0 will be a good score.
Vestergaard from Southampton.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
9-0.
Sorry?
The 9-0 game. That same Vestergaard.
Okay, but you're still for Southampton. But you have to say, okay, Amang has Soyuncu with him, and then the other side, who's the other two left back and right back for Leicester?
Who's the other guy with him in the middle?
Soyuncu.
Okay, you know what, guys, sorry. 4-0. 4-0. Sorry. I didn't know the lineup. 4-0, 4-0.
Yeah. Their
Yes.
center back is quite bad.
I'm just
also.
gonna go with
Went
1-0
down,
lah.
so.
I'm not gonna underestimate the team. We have been playing away some more. So
Yeah,
we'll
the
see
kids
lah.
are
I
away,
just don't
bro.
want that China made Brazilian to play lah today.
You see, you know what happened now, not? Old Trafford is no more home. 19 other stadiums are our home. That's why we love our away games. That's how bad it is right now.
ஐயோ கடவுளே all our fans are very very confident lah today.
That's what lockdown did, guys.
So everyone very confident, okay, cakap. But then
What
yes,
about you lah, Vinod?
Yeah.
saya saya rasa ini hari kan
By the way,
ada
guys, don't
bintang
believe
lah.
whatever Vinod's gonna say because Abang will change at the end.
I think it's going to be 5-1 game lah. I'm going to go 5-2 lah.
You mean Leicester 5 or United 5?
United 5. Leicester 2.
Sure, ah?
Whoa.
Again, bro, your glasses.
Amazing lah, guys.
No,
If
your
that
glasses is not
happens
saying
lah,
that.
more than 2 goals, they all win by 3-0, 3-1 or
Yeah,
4-2 or 5-2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna meet each of you guys. I'm gonna treat you all lah.
Wait, the way we are talking, as though Leicester is playing golf, Hey, Leicester's a football team, They're not a golf team. Relax, guys.
Yeah, coming from a guy who just say, hey, wait, it's 4-0.
No, it's just Soyetu and Westergaard, right? Moment he said that, the whole script changed.
Oh, suddenly from football to
Yeah,
golf
it
back
depends
again
lah. Because Ole has somehow kadang-kadang got this bintang, I don't know from where. When everyone assumes that it's going to do super bad, that's when he will somehow turn all the sides. The team will playing one fantastic game, and then he will get
But
all the
here's
shit
the
behind
comment,
him. Suddenly he go again
Vinod.
missing.
He has done it too many
Leicester-
times.
Poor
Yeah,
this season.
Leicester has been poor, correct, but it has been inconsistent. But you never know which Leicester will turn up. It's same with United.
But you
so we
see,
never know
if
which
you all
United will
see,
turn up.
guys, any team will be poor. They'll come and play with us. They'll get back their confidence.
Yeah.
Because they're playing against Manchester. Because that's why you're called Manchester United and not Arsenal Football Club.
Hey. Arsenal Football Club.
Brother.
Arsenal Football Club got to play with Merah Kuning to get confidence.
Merah Kuning need to play with Police first to gain confidence.
Hey, Joe, banyak bising,
Okay,
Okay,
lah,
guys.
The sun shining down south, so it's okay.
Okay, since it's shining there also, I know we so already exceeded our show, so we're going to call it off. To all those that have been watching us, thank you so much. Thanks for watching Devil's Den by Footy Talk. Don't forget, please like, follow, subscribe us on Facebook, YouTube, Insta, and
Do the
Twitter.
SOP, please. Ikut SOP.
Yes, jangan risau. Anyway, just to remind you all, tomorrow Cop Talk is back at 5:30. Usual, those Liverpool fans kick in to do and review what happened in Bradford. Champions is coming up. Up week is Footy Talk is back on next Friday. Rumors has it's back on Thursday. Follow us, don't forget. And for all Devil's Den supporters, next week we are back next Saturday at 5:30. Bahasa show is on the next time.
Alright.
Right, guys, we're not here signing off with the whole team. Take care, enjoy the game, enjoy the winning.
Thank you to all panels. Take care. Stay safe, everybody.